It's the Witching Hour. Today we discuss the Wicca faith, how MTV is exploiting it, and other crafty shit. Now on The Big and the Anxious.
He's one big dude. She's one anxious broad. It's the Big and the Anxious.
So, for those of you that don't know, that is from one of the greatest comedic movies ever made, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. That is the witch scene.
If you haven't seen it, you should just go jump off a cliff.
You have to see it. It is so fucking good. It's unexplainable how good that movie is, even if you don't enjoy British comedy. It is just a solid-ass movie. There's great bits in it the entire time. It's like the Anchorman of the 70s.
It is.
Like
and
you're always going to get some good stuff from it.
And you get to watch a man clap some coconuts behind another man.
It's awesome.
So, why the witch? Why the Witching Hour? We have the lovely and wonderful Aimee with us, who is a practicing witch. And we have brought her on because we feel that with October and all of that, it's going to be the best first person to have on here.
The Witching Hour.
So, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, you guys.
And my first and foremost question is, do you in fact weigh more than a duck?
I weigh a lot more than a duck. I don't know what kind of ducks are around this area.
Those are some dense-ass ducks.
They are some dense-ass ducks. They got some beer bellies and everything.
It's a me version of a duck, is what that is. That's a big duck.
Well, you are a big dude.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we live near a lake and we see ducks all the time. You're definitely outweighing a duck. Let's be real here.
I sure hope so. At least
that's at least a pound or two.
You're at least two ducks.
Yeah, at least two ducks.
At least two.
At least
saw three
That's
duck.
That's
when we worry.
3 ducks after that dinner we just had.
Oh yeah, that dinner was big.
Maybe
I was pretty happy with that. That chicken that we ate was as big as one of those ducks. So, I mean, that was huge.
So we figured the best way to kind of get into this whole thing and just to get you talking about it was going to be to start you off with our favorite section of the entire podcast.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
No. Oh, yes.
Which is we call it Whiter Than Whitener. And it is where we find the whitest people we can.
Doing the whitest shit that we can.
And then we talk about it.
Oh, it's fucking amazing.
So this one is the commercial for the True Life episode on MTV called I Am a Witch. Are you ready?
I'm not ready. I'm the whitest thing I could think of, and I'm not ready.
Oh, no, you're not.
Wait.
Oh.
That was white as hell, man. Praise hell and praise down.
I had a drink of 2 liters of Mountain Dew.
Son of a bitch, that was white.
You see it in movies and read about it in books. But what if you had supernatural powers?
Whoa, that was intense. I felt like a spirit pushed through me.
On this episode of True Life, you'll meet 2 young witches who are taking their abilities to the next level. Apollo's been casting spells since he got hooked on Harry Potter.
Et modis pomnes vis lunet et sol as I will it.
Now he's coming out of the broom closet.
You may not burst into flames right now, but there will be a day.
As a devout Wiccan, Araceli has been practicing witchcraft for more than a decade.
Hail and welcome. Hail and welcome.
But she recently awakened as a vampire and is exploring what it means to be a creature of the night. They're committed to the craft.
Fire my spirit.
But does more magic mean more problems? Find out on True Life, I'm a Witch.
By the look on your face, that is some next level shit, I'm assuming. See, I have no idea about this, so let's get your take on just that as a whole.
So first of all, Apollo, the black guy,
Yeah.
he has a fairly normal experience as a
Really?
witch. Yeah.
Really?
But the white bitch.
See, that's why it was the white of the whiteness segment.
Oh my god! What kind of Stephanie Meyer nonsense? I am at a loss for words. What did I just watch? What did y'all drag me into?
Yeah.
This is not real life.
This is
That
real
is-
life.
that is true life.
That's true life.
That is true life. And that was not a pun that was planned.
No, that was spot on. That was great.
I have this amazing root worker friend. Her name
Okay.
is Hannah.
I don't know what that is, but go ahead.
It is like taking hoodoo and voodoo, a lot of Santeria stuff. It's
Okay.
very Western African.
Gotcha.
She is amazing. She is a black woman, TM. And she posts
TM.
memes about this shit all the time. White
All
women
the
are
time.
insane. We are out of control.
We are.
I really do think that it's with anything that you have that you really get into, there's gonna be extremes to that by far.
Absolutely.
And this is coming from a straight white male.
White privilege.
White male oppression.
Thank you.
White women tend to get into shit the most.
We do.
Like,
I mean, let's talk about it.
fangirl.
Let's just bring the 1950s into it. You got the pampered chef. You got the bitch selling the makeup, the Tupperware.
Mary Kay.
If you...
you ain't getting a pink Cadillac unless you get into that level shit. Unless you get into vampire shit and Mary Kay, it's not happening.
It was Avon at the time.
It was.
Oh,
It was
yes,
Avon.
it
So,
was
like,
Avon. I remember hearing
ooh,
about
shit.
that. My mom used to do that
Check
shit.
yourself.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
History.
that, what was it, candlelight or tea light? Or,
Tea light.
Oh, my God. My
Yep.
mom still has those candles in the attic.
Okay, so obviously that's not the real thing. It's safely assuming you don't know very many people who have, thought they were witches and then became vampires.
The only other vampirism I've ever heard of is in New Orleans.
Right.
They have vampire bars. But I don't know if those people actually think
They're
hands
vampire.
on
They're
the
just
Bible.
playing, yeah.
Yeah, like,
That is if there's a vampire Bible.
Is there a vampire Bible?
not that I know of.
Too far.
Too
Yeah.
far. Not
Alright.
down that rabbit hole.
Not yet.
Not no.
No, that would,
Okay.
that would be a bat hole, not a rat. Okay, let's be real here.
Okay.
That's
well,
a vein I'm not gonna cut into.
Oh,
mean suck into?
Yeah, suck into. Oh, God. My thought on the vampires is just, are their teeth like actual fangs? Or is that like a toss-up thing? Or are they actually sucking the blood down their throat like a normal fucking human? Quote, unquote.
what normal fucking humans are you hanging out with?
Okay, my mindset is how fangs work on a snake is you
Okay.
have hollow fangs that produce venom.
Yes.
So is it the reverse where the teeth have holes in the front
Well, no,
and
they,
then you can
they
s-
swallow it.
Okay, see, that was not what I thought as a child. And I did not watch Twilight.
I was gonna say, what kind of Stephanie Myers bullshit are you reading?
Yep, I didn't watch
What
the
kind
vampire.
of Bram Stoker?
Bram Stoker.
No, Anna. Oh fuck, what's her name? Anne Rice.
Yes.
What kind of Anne Rice nonsense?
See, y'all are losing me on these names. I don't.
Sorry,
I know
you grew
Bram.
up in a good, wholesome Christian
I
household.
know Bram Stoker's, but that's about it.
Anne Rice is one of the most noted authors for vampire novels.
Okay.
She wrote Interview with the Vampire, not a vampire
Right, 'cause that's a Nelson Mandela
effect thing,
or
yes.
Mandela effect. thing.
She wrote Interview with the Vampire.
More Lestat stuff.
Yeah, Lestat the Damned, Queen of the Damned,
She did
all
do
of that kind
yeah.
of stuff.
Okay.
So that's her. And
Amazing.
it was those books that you wanted to read as a teenager, but your parents wouldn't let you because they're incredibly raunchy and inappropriate. My dad looked me in my soul and said I couldn't read them till I'm 30, so I'm still waiting.
You're still waiting?
I'm still waiting. You know, good wholesome child.
Good
But
daughter.
Praise Jesus, amen.
amen. Speaking of Jesus, Aimee.
Oh no.
We'll bring this back. So obviously that was not an accurate rendition. So give
Except
us,
for the black guy.
except
The
for
black guy, he was very accurate.
That seems super homoerotic, though. Like in the
He
video.
was kissing the other man.
Yeah, straight up. Like, can it get that homoerotic?
It can.
Okay.
It can get
I
very,
mean, just
like-
like anything
I mean,
else.
if you give enough
That's their
people
hey,
wine,
that's their snake charming.
they're snake charming. Yep, that's it.
They're
Is that how you
snake-
get people? We
Their snake charming is homoerotic witchery.
That one-eyed snake is really.
That one-eyed snake. How did you
Thank
not
you, Bob.
get that?
Thank you, Bob.
How did you not get
I
that?
was ignoring you.
Oh, okay. We're ignoring my bad puns? That's cool. All right.
Oh God. Okay.
So you were talking about homoeroticism. In the 70s and 60s, that became a huge
Totally makes sense.
part of Wicca.
Totally makes sense.
With all the hippie shit and
Oh, yeah.
like, yeah, absolutely.
Everybody's naked.
Free love, and then you just add some pentagrams into it. Like,
Exactly.
that's all
it's
it is.
good, wholesome fun.
Good, wholesome Wiccan fun.
Wait, was this a regular homoerotic sex
What
party?
is it with you and homoerotic?
It's a funny word. Is this a regular homoerotic sex party? Or are we all wearing black? Is that what's happening? I didn't bring my pentagram, son of a bitch.
We've all got some you can borrow.
Oh,
Believe
okay,
us.
so
Don't worry about it.
here's my spare, like a spare key for an apartment.
Yeah. The question is are the robes in his size?
You know what? I
Did you
could
not
go
see
get
the
the
other
ones.
dudes in that coven? Those dudes were big, and they look like they've never seen a woman's breasts. Let's be real here.
I will not. I will not.
So, tell me. Okay, well, let's bring this full circle back. Give us the actual take on Wicca and your travel with it and what you have learned about the religion and all of that.
So, this is going to interweave into my experience because obviously not everybody's going to have the same sort of...
Right.
Yeah. So, as a little girl, I was always very intuitive and empathetic, and things just sort of always fell into place. I'm going the route I need to.
Mm-hmm.
So, as a teenager, I was trying to learn all about religions because obviously Christianity does not work for me.
Okay, fair enough.
Congratulations if it does to you.
It doesn't work for everybody. It really
No.
doesn't.
No.
Oh, that's why we have 30 billion religions.
Yeah, and they're all interconnected somehow.
Exactly.
They either have the same deity with just a different name, or they use the same practices on certain things, or just things are like melted together.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And we'll definitely want to hear about that too. But
Because coming off of that, like, there was truth in everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was trying to figure out, okay, well, who has the most truth? Who,
To you, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And to me, it was no one. It was,
Fair
if you
enough.
throw everyone together, we could probably make something happen.
Right.
yeah.
So in college, I got access to a lot more books. Obviously, small town, Thomasville library does not have...
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
not having a lot of Wicca books.
No, population about, 15,000
Yeah, like...
maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe
In the-
500.
Yeah. Thomasville proper had 500 people.
Yeah. I mean, that
One
downtown
book,
was fairly
one
small.
book on witches, and it was a comic
How to burn
book.
them,
Yeah.
yeah.
Or a comic book on Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I know for a fact they had all 4 of the Twilight books, though, because I went to that party at the library.
That party.
No, there was a party.
Oh,
They
shit.
threw like a release date when the 4th book came out,
Oh, my
and I
God.
won 3 of those bitches on a trivia game.
You won 3
3 of them.
Twilight books. How proud of you of that now as an adult?
I don't. They're still on that bookshelf.
I know, I've seen them. I thought that you bought them.
Nope, I
No,
won
you
them.
procured them is what happened.
Yep.
Yeah. Like that lightsaber I won when I was 10 years old, you won those Twilight books. And now those sparkly ass bitches are sitting on our shelves right now.
Yep. You're right. I'm not proud of that.
No, I don't think anybody is.
It's okay. We grow up.
We do.
We make
that's cool.
mistakes.
Now would be the opportunity for me to say that I have known Aimee for 12 years-ish.
Oh my god, yeah.
I haven't known myself for 12 years.
We've known each other for around 12 years.
Yeah, since like 2006.
Yeah,
Holy
and
shit.
I remember this fun, awkward Aimee high school stage, and we went through every religion. She was Jewish for a week.
What?
Yeah.
Spinning the dreidel and all that shit?
Yep.
Dreidel.
She was Jewish for a week. We had an incredibly racist son of a bitch in our high school who got pissed off as shit that she decided she wanted to be Jewish.
I was dating his best friend at the time.
Because it's totally a race. That's
Yeah.
It's not a religion.
We called him Skinhead, insert his first name here.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
Perfect. Was he actually bald?
Yeah, he shaved his head and
Oh,
He shaved his head.
yeah.
on combat
And
boots.
for a week,
His
every
grandpa
time...
was a KKK member.
Oh, for sure.
No question.
He might have been. But
probably
every
was.
time she walked by for a week, he'd throw up a high Hitler.
Yeah.
It was
He would, yeah.
insanity.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this was at
Yeah,
high school.
exactly. Exactly.
I don't have a beep sound, so I'm going to have to go back up and put beep, like, in the microphone. Good Lord. We don't need them triangulating our position. Don't make any phone calls for the next week. They're going to find us.
So you went through this process.
Yeah, went through the process. And then it helps being intuitive that you could just sort of
Figure
you
it
could
out.
be lost as fuck, but still find your way. It's
Yeah.
great. I love it. I didn't know I was an intuitive until, oh my god, a couple days ago. I got a reading and the lady was like, "Did you know you're an intuitive just like me?" And I was like, "Shut the fuck up."
I didn't know that you could be a noun of intuitive. I thought you could just be the verb intuitive. Like, is it like an aura of intuitive? Like, you have like a green situation going on right now. Like, I'm not making fun. I'm genuinely asking, like, is it...
It's a
You're
lot
looking
like,
real purplish green right now, man. You're pretty intuitive.
what are you on? Like,
What are you on?
You're
You are
like this
tripping
pinky
balls
shit.
right now.
It's you, not me.
I am losing my shit. I don't know if this acid is kicking in or what it is. But I am gone right now. You are freaking me the fuck out. You're like the Cheshire Cat. Stop it.
Oh shit, I don't even remember what we're talking about.
The intuitive. Being
You're
the
intuitive.
It's like being an empath.
Okay.
If you know what that, yeah.
I do know what an empath is. I
Okay.
used to work with this guy that claimed to be an empath.
Oh no.
Turns out he was just on a lot of lithium. A lot of lithium. And when he was off of it, he was an empath. More like a psychopath. That's what he was. Jesus Christ. Former military.
Oh, there you go.
Pretended to, or claimed he had PTSD, but he was in the Air Force and wrote code. I don't know how you get PTSD writing code.
I mean, those dashes and dots, though.
Oh my god, the ones and zeros were freaking him the fuck out. He saw too many ones in one line, and he lost his shit.
Flip the table.
Flip. No!
Numbers tend to make me do it.
I can't do it anymore!
I remember math class.
Oh my god.
He must have read something that was some real shit.
So, what's the difference between being an intuitive and being an empath?
Nothing.
Nothing.
The
So it's
same
just a
thing.
different word for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just
okay.
in like layman's terms.
Recognizing that someone has, say, an aura or they have a energy about them.
So that would be a whole other different psychic gift, like reading auras and stuff.
Okay.
Like I don't know if I could do that.
Right.
I haven't tried.
Well, see, that's what he claimed empath was. He was like, I see
Ooh.
colors around you.
Bitch, you high.
Yeah, he probably was. He claimed he was sober, but we could
can't
never
confirm
tell.
that.
If you lit a firecracker around this motherfucker, he would freak out. He almost punched a dude in the face because he lit a firecracker and threw it near him. Like, he didn't throw it at him. He threw it near him. He like skidded it on the floor in the warehouse, and it went pop, and he lost his mind.
I mean, I scare easily, and that would have been like.
Yeah, but he's an
But
adult.
you're not seeing colors.
He's an adult man, and he sees colors.
I'm an adult woman.
And he worked at a crystal
And I
shop.
feel feels.
I used to.
Well, that's hey, whatever floats your boat, it's cool. And you can, and this is gonna be my take on this entire episode. Believe what you want to believe. If it makes you feel happy and it makes you comfortable and it makes you a better person, as long as you're not hurting anybody, do what the fuck you want. But if you try to rub a fucking amethyst on my face and go, this is gonna heal you, get the fuck away from me, okay?
Well, thank you for that white depression.
Oh my God. Like, the faith doesn't work unless the person that you're doing it to believes in it.
Yeah.
And that's Wicca.
Like,
what you just said in a nutshell.
But that's the thing, too, is that's with Christianity, that's with Buddhism. In Christianity, you can't pray for someone and lay hands on somebody that doesn't believe in that faith and expect it to work.
Now, can we just go ahead and specify that you're laying hands on in prayer, not laying hands on to catch these hands, right?
Oh no, I'm not hitting him with.
above.
Hey, I'm not hitting him with the 3-piece, 2 sides, and a biscuit. That's not what's happening. I'm talking about putting your hands over somebody, not doing that bullshit, rubbing your hands and doing the hover healing bullshit.
Oh, what is it? Reiki?
Reiki.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Yes. Oh my God. I knew a man that did that when his daughter got injured at a cross country meet. She was laying on the ground and he was sitting there rubbing his hands, going like this, and she was shoving his hands away. It was so funny. I witnessed it with my own 2 eyes. It was beautiful.
I'd have been like, bitch, I'm in pain. Take me to the hospital.
Yeah, she's limping and shit, and he's like, you'll be fine. You just need to let me rub my hands over your ankle.
No, don't touch me.
Get away from me.
No.
Get away from me.
Creepy old man, stranger danger.
Get away from me, Jackie Chan. Stop it. He was a white guy, by the way. This is not racist. Oh. I know that Reiki's like some the Eastern shit.
Yeah.
So, but anyway,
So
back to empaths.
What made you find Wicca?
So, I'm in my library at insert college here.
Right.
And
Thank you for that self.
beep. That was really good.
That wasn't too bad. Probably just insert a car horn.
Right.
Or like, you ain't hearing this, bitch. Fire me, bitch.
Ain't getting sued today, motherfucker.
Nah. Hell no. Alright.
Anyway, sorry.
How you found Wicca?
I am in my university's library. And I'm just picking up all of the books I can on witchcraft, the history of witchcraft, and that is how you get Wicca, because in the 1920s, it becomes mainstream because of Gerald Gardner.
Okay.
So Gardner, what he did was he went and became a member of this esoterical society, the Golden Dawn. And
That
so
sounds dope as shit.
it does, and
Yes.
they did dope as shit stuff.
Dope.
I'm ready. I want like a red cape. Like
I'll go get mine out my car real quick.
Oh no.
she has the rope in the car.
That is fucking amazing. I keep a wrench in my car in case of attackers. You keep a robe, a cloak.
So is it like keeping your Bible in your glove box?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay.
You come prepared
You
for
have
ritual.
a Bible, she has a cloak.
Whatever. We're all the same.
She could do a Little Red Riding Hood Halloween costume, no
On a
question.
dime.
That would be
On a
perfect.
dime.
On a dime.
Oh, I came to the Halloween party and I don't have a costume? I'll be right back.
Surprise, bitch!
Where's my wolf at? Let's go, motherfuckers.
No, that's the game you play for the rest of the night. If you want to be my big bad wolf.
Oh, yeah.
Give me some more of this Malibu and we'll see.
You're hairy enough. Let's do this.
Ew, never again.
No,
Never again.
Never again. Hashtag me too.
Fucking shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
white people.
So back to the guy that did the dope ass shit in the Golden Dog.
Okay, so he
Not
went.
in the Golden Dog. That sounds disgusting. What'd you do to what did you do to Buddy? That's not.
He went, stole a bunch of their stuff, infiltrated another coven, and took a bunch of their stuff, and put it into this little book.
Okay.
And was like, Wicca
Not like,
today or something.
not like literally stole stuff. He like took their practices.
I'm gonna say stole
Also, actually stole shit.
because he profited, whereas I'm not 1,000% sure, but
Gotcha.
I'm pretty fucking sure.
I
It's
gotcha.
just some white man doing white man things.
Oh yeah,
You
white
know
male
how it
oppression.
is.
White male oppression was around in the 20s too. We could,
Especially.
yeah, really in the 20s. Hey, you know where that rule of thumb thing came from? the rule of thumb is that you could hit your wife on the state house steps as long as the stick was no bigger than your thumb. That's where the rule of thumb came from.
On Sundays.
On Sundays,
It had to be on Sunday.
Was it a church on Sundays or was it in front of the state building or whatever? Do you remember?
This is
It was
very
the Capitol. It was the Capitol
It
or
was
something.
Capitol, yeah, something like that.
It was specifically like on. It might even no. It was the courthouse steps.
That's what it was. Courthouse
on the
steps.
courthouse steps
Yeah.
on Sunday, you could beat your wife.
With a stick no bigger than your thumb. The rule of thumb.
Yes.
So the dude stole shit from multiple covens and made a book. And what did the book entail?
It was Witchcraft Today, and it was basically the guidelines of initiation, how, like, hierarchies are set up, because in every single coven, there's going to be, well, not every single one, because there are...
Everybody does their own shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there are Dianic traditions where there are no men, so you can't have a high priest. But in...
We can have a priestess.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. High priestess,
So
absolutely.
what's the difference between a priest and a priest? Obviously, besides the gender.
I was about to say one has a penis and one has a vagina.
That's it. That's it. You just don't have that title in that type of coven. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So the point to that is, and to me, it's always been the high priestess is usually the one leading the shit,
Right.
which is mirroring a lot of ancient cultures as well. But when you do ritual, you want male and female energy to sort of heighten that. It represents the god and the goddess.
Gotcha.
So, like, in Beltane, which is probably the best time to get married, because that's all the holiday is about. Oh my god, it's my favorite.
And
when is that?
When is that?
It is the very 1st of May.
Okay.
So, like, the spring sort of time, solstice, stuff like that. I know what I'm talking about.
I believe you.
No, we got you.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
hey,
like-
you're telling a blind person what a painting looks like right now. I mean, this is completely new to us, so.
No, if you would have just said
But-
spring, I would have accepted that
Yeah,
answer. I don't need an exact date.
You could have said one day specifically, and so many people be like, when was that day?
Yeah. Let me write that down again. And panties look like what?
Yeah.
They look like triangles.
They look
Oh, what do
triangles.
triangles look like?
Oh, son of a bitch. It's a shape. What's a shape? Fuck! Feel this, and then get back to me.
Yeah, this is it. They don't all feel like that though. Sometimes.
Yeah.
All right, too far down
This
the
is-
hole. Sorry.
Woof.
We're losing it. We're going. All right.
But yeah, it's usually around May 1st is
Okay.
the safest bet.
Okay.
There we go. So with that, you're wanting to celebrate. This is the time when the god and the goddess
Come together.
come together.
Okay.
When
So it's
they-
right around Easter.
Mm-hmm.
That
It's
makes
the
sense.
one right before Easter.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So fun fact.
Wait,
Okay.
no. Yes. No, it's right after
No,
Easter.
'cause
It's right
yeah,
after.
I was gonna
It
say
is.
Easter's in April.
Girl.
Yeah. Well, it's the last week in
Late
April, so
April
it's like the
19th,
first
yeah.
of May. That makes sense because in some religions, Easter is actually the egg represents fertilization, right?
That's where the egg came from.
Yes, that's where the egg came from, and the rabbit is
Procreation.
yeah, because fuck like rabbits.
Fuck like
Fuck
bunny.
like rabbits.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thumper, son.
Me and my ex, whenever we would be on the phone around normal people, and we didn't want to,
Normal people.
lead them off,
Yeah.
normal people.
We are not normal people.
No.
Quote unquote normal people.
I would always say rabbits, and he would know exactly what I meant and exactly what I was feeling. Oh yeah, dirty Aimee.
Rabbit.
What's up, y'all?
We don't have a code word. She just gives me this look, and it makes me super
Okay,
uncomfortable.
I'm uncomfortable.
Because I'm like, we're at my parents' house right now. This is not okay.
That's the best time.
Oh my god.
But yeah, Ostara is the Easter one,
All right.
and then Beltane.
Okay,
I'm so great at this.
you are. You're
No, I
doing
mean
great.
you're good.
But yeah.
There's gonna be people learning this shit. All you, I mean, you're opening up a whole new world for.
This is a whole nother can of worms.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
I want
a
to sing Aladdin
wormhole.
right now. It's a whole new world.
Yeah.
Anyway. She hummed that to herself.
But anyway, so we have the dude that wrote the book, and so
Garner, yeah.
does all modern Wicca go just off this book? Kind of like, I don't want to compare it to Scientology because that's a fucking crazy ass thing that people do.
No, you're right. It is insane because Hubbard is a fiction writer, whereas Gardner, he actually did do research into ancient practices.
Right.
And I want to keep saying infiltrated because I do not have a high opinion of Gardner.
Okay.
But
why is that? Just because of what he did?
Yeah.
Because he made money off of it?
It was very shady.
He made money off of a faith.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, you know what, fine. But it's like that slippery slope between Joel Osteen and like people actually getting back to their communities.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, right.
It's like that. That's how I see it.
I got you. Okay.
But what the hell was I talking about?
So you found the book. You're reading the book.
Was that the book that you read, or did you just find other
No.
literature?
So, because it was written in the 20s, getting a copy.
A physical copy.
Is
Impossible.
hella impossible.
Yeah, it's super hard, yeah.
You'd have to fucking just dig for that shit. So instead, I read, they're called historiographies.
Mm-hmm.
And for those that don't know, it's basically, you look at a source, and then you look at what other people have said about the source, and then it's just a dumpster pile on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just absolutely. So I would read stuff, because there's another woman whose name escapes me. Fuck it. But she had her own theories, and then from that, like, it's like any other religion.
It's like a book version of Wikipedia, essentially, but they printed that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a book called Wikipedia, and that was the one that I was gonna
Yes.
No.
There is
like Wikipedia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
Wikipedia.
So cute. It's tiny and green and black. I love it.
That's perfect.
I want a copy of it. No, it sounds pretty cool because it's one of those that ties in Wicca and Christianity together.
They use angels and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is also what Destiny, she approached me and was like, this stuff adds up, and I want to use it. Tell me more. And I'd be like, here's the book, babe.
Yeah, just slide into the book.
Because I have in our coven, we have a Jewish woman
Dope.
who's a Kabbalist. Okay, we're going to get this.
You got it.
Kabbalistic. That's not right. But that's what she does. It is Jewish mysticism.
Okay.
Dope.
I like it.
It's really cool. And she uses angels in a lot of her work.
So, how often do you come across people who are mixing religions like that together?
Especially since I've come out.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
I'm
love
very
it. Like,
public.
you've come out of the broom closet.
I came out of the broom closet a long time ago.
That was corny as shit, but
I like it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It is an absolute fact.
That's the second best thing to come out of TV besides Robin Big, which we alluded to from last episode. But
Pay homage.
Pay homage, yeah.
Because it's hard. It's hard being in the South.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's hard
Doing
to be...
anything,
Yeah. Anything that's not Catholicism or Baptist, it's difficult to do.
Even then, Catholicism is shit on almost all the time. It's so
all
funny.
The time.
Yeah. Those fucking Catholics.
Mm-hmm.
I was raised in I went to school Catholic.
Yes.
A lot of people were.
And then Baptist. And
Yep.
then stopped.
Dated both of them.
Yeah.
Not
Fucking crazy.
They're their own kind. They're their own kind.
I don't think the microphone's going to pick up you whispering into the microphone that they're crazy.
It might.
It just might.
Oh, I'll say they're crazy, and I will say that because I grew up nearly Pentecostal.
Yes, you do.
So we all have our own strain of crazy.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
And
Yeah.
so whatever your strain of crazy is, figure out what it is for yourself. and then
get back to us.
And then, for real.
Write it in the comments. This is what I want the comment to be. I want comments about the crazy religious practices around you as a kid.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
And then if you want to continue with that comment, just go with what you did with that.
Yeah.
Because there are some people that take that and they run with it and they become a fucking priest or a pastor or whatever it may be. That's that one extreme. Or they drop the religion completely when they get out from under their parents.
Mm-hmm.
And they either become agnostic or atheist, or they go the complete and utter opposite from, say, a Christian-based faith, which would be Satanism, all that stuff, or whatever it may be. Or they just go and
become atheists.
Yeah, or something like that. So, if adding on to that comment thing, tell us about what you grew up with and the crazy shit that you dealt with as a kid because you had to sit in church for 3 hours and watch people dance around and sing hymns and
Wave snakes.
oh God, please let
Please, somebody have a snake story.
Please, I know that's part of Pentecostal.
I will read it verbatim if you have a snake story.
I didn't. Oh, and if you don't want to leave a comment, send us an email. I mean, the email is thebigandtheanxious@gmail.com. All ran together, no underscores, no dashes,
No
none
fancy
of that
shit.
None of that shit. We luckily got in time. We have a pretty specific name for this podcast for anybody. Like, I want that to be my Gmail. But tell us about it. We'll talk about it on the podcast either next week or whenever we get the chance to bring it up. But
also, shout out to our first 10 followers on Instagram. Thank
Right.
you guys so much, including Aimee here.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
yeah. And our first follower on SoundCloud. I don't have the name right in front of me, but shout out to you if you did even listen. I know that you followed us almost immediately, so I appreciate that.
Big ups.
Big up.
Hopefully
yeah.
now you listened.
Yeah, yeah.
Let us know you listened, because when we're done and we go back to look at this, we'll see the comment and know that it was you.
Yeah.
So, bro.
Yeah. So, for me, I grew up in a quote unquote non-denominational.
Yeah.
But then I was listening to another podcast, Time Suck with Dan Cummins. By the way, fucking awesome podcast. He has some great shit on there. But I was listening to one where he was doing one on God, what was it? It was a cult one, and I think it wasn't Children of God. I think it was the Jonestown. Mm-hmm. I think it was Jonestown, and he was talking about how George Jones or some, I don't know, I've listened to a bunch of different ones, but he was talking about how he grew up Pentecostal, and then he kind of went into the spiel about what Pentecostalism is, and I was like, holy shit, that is what I grew up as.
That's my childhood.
Like, they lied to me. They told me they were non-denominational, and the only thing they weren't doing was playing with snakes.
Maybe.
Hey, I went every Sunday and Wednesday, and I never saw any snakes.
I wish.
No, the
there
only
were
thing that was in the basement
Right.
were children.
Haha!
But yeah, so
Bad priest joke.
yeah. Not quite. The church was literally set up where the children's ministry was downstairs.
We like to keep small children in the
Yeah,
basement.
we
what
keep
can I
small
say?
children in the basement. But yeah, so like when you get older, you realize that like one, you were lied to.
Right.
And not necessarily with the whole religion as an entity, but like people tell you what they want you to believe.
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna say, "Oh, well, all this is open to you," and then say, "Go forth and you figure out what you want to do." They're gonna lock you in because they want whatever they want, the money, they want the following, whatever it may be. But that's what happened, and I'm not saying that's a terrible thing, but for you to be a fully enlightened person, you have to explore for yourself and find out what you need for you. If that's no faith at all, that's fine. If it's a specific faith, if it goes to a real tense part of that faith, go for it. Whatever makes you happy, and as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else, go for it.
Right.
Exactly.
But if you're off in this one far end of the box, and you're keeping away from everything else, and you're not allowing yourself to bring in information that's truth,
Yeah.
factual stuff, and you're going, no, that's not true because that's not how I was taught. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Dude, you have to expand your horizons.
Absolutely. That's what makes you a well-rounded person.
I mean, and that's what you did. You ran through all the different things, and you were like, okay, well, this is what I want to do.
Right. So now you found it. What are you doing with it? How are you using it to impact your life?
So there is also a steep line between cultural appropriation and trying to find yourself. So one of the things that I did pick up when I looked at Judaism was you should always be questioning everything.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And even if that's God or the goddess or whomever, you always question it. Is this right for me? Is this, what I should be doing? Why are you doing this to me?
Right.
So, as keeping that in mind, I sort of grew out of Wicca because it is a very fluffy sort of gateway into paganism itself and also other religions. Like, you can totally do this, but you can be a Christian and a Wiccan. I have a friend whose mother has a friend who is that, and I don't get it. Mm-hmm. But as...
What do you not get about it? Like, what things don't match up for that to work?
So, the aspect of a god, I can get behind.
Right.
I don't... I would
the
probably...
Jesus thing, isn't it?
It's the Jesus thing.
Let's say it. It's the Jesus
It's the
thing.
Jesus thing.
Okay.
Because God can be
All powerful.
Ariana Grande. God is a woman.
Yeah.
God can be a man. God can do whatever he or she wants. It's this Jesus thing.
Okay.
It's never sat well with me.
The miracle thing, or just the fact that he existed in general?
No, the fact that Jesus is almost like a reincarnated
God.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because then you end up with this whole Holy Trinity thing, which then
The
makes you go,
Son of Man.
Okay.
And
But then-
there's three things, but they're one, but they're also three things.
yeah. So are we like is this a mono theology thing, or
Is
do
it
we have multiple gods? What is it?
Because I can fuck around with angels. I used to pray to
They're
my...
dope as shit.
Yeah.
Archangels are badass.
I
Let's be
used to
real
do
here.
Archangel Michael whenever I was in a situation and I need to get out of that fucking situation.
Yeah.
He is my fallback.
Right.
That or Satan. You never know when you're gonna need to, you know.
Okay.
We'll talk later.
Okay. Let's
Stop that.
oh shit.
Just kidding. But
Maybe, we don't know.
there's no animal or human sacrifices here.
No.
I would hope not.
You should have seen her love the cat earlier.
Yeah. You weren't like grabbing its neck, going, "You're gonna die."
So those have alluded to it. This is the cat's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Witchy
This
girlfriend.
is the cat's girlfriend.
She might be taking him home. We're not sure yet.
I don't know. He's
I didn't
super
bring
fluffy.
a purse.
We can look away. You just run out the door.
He
We'll never
doesn't. He
see you
doesn't like
again.
outside though.
No, he does
The
not.
moment you pick him up and walk out the door, he'll freak out and run back in.
Thor does that too.
Can we talk about the fact that cat's name is Thor?
That's
Absolutely.
incredible.
His name was Thunder in the animal hospital shelter thing.
And so you just like
So I
went
was
with
like,
that.
hell yeah. I was like, Thunder, that's fucking dumb. Okay,
That's
Thor.
lame.
Let's
Now,
go ahead and bring
did
another
you-
religion into this.
I was gonna say, did you do like Norse mythology Thor, or did you do the MCU Thor?
I did Norse mythology.
Okay, that's a little bit better.
Yeah.
I mean, I love.
I'd name my cat Chris Hemsworth though.
Oh, Chris Hemsworth. Come here, Chris Hemsworth.
Come here, you will address him by his full name, okay?
Christopher Hemsworth.
Yes.
Get over here. Come hither. You have to talk to him in an Australian accent.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll grow a beard.
Oh
It'd be
my
just
god,
as
that
beautiful.
would be super uncomfortable. Like that one cat that everybody said was like Jamie Heineman from Mythbusters.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Make it
With the mustache.
welcome to Meowthbusters. Oh my god. So anyway,
So what are you doing? What are we doing with?
What are we doing? So I stepped away from Wicca. It is a great starting area for every witch or aspiring witch or whatever you want to do. Anyone who has a spirituality, but doesn't know how to go, I would say pick up a Scott Cunningham book or Wikipedia or study psychology, and then pick up
something?
Susan Lipp was her name.
that was the lady from earlier.
Yeah.
You could, not the same
What
lady.
is another lady I have major beef with
Ooh.
as an academic.
Give me the tea.
So she wrote this book, and I got it in Occoquan, Virginia, hunting around looking for shiny shit.
What did you call me? Occoquan,
Occoquan.
Virginia. That's some cousin fucking name right there.
It is a beautiful area. You would not
That's
suspect that.
fine. But hey, you're right beside West Virginia. That's incest capital.
There is 12 teeth total in the entire place.
Yeah, Occoquan. Jesus Christ. That sounds like my buddy from elementary school. Good Lord. All right, so you picked up the book in Occoquan.
It is a beautiful area. Forgive me. But
Don't forgive me. I think that shit's hilarious. If you live in Occoquan and you're listening to this podcast right now,
fight me.
fucking email us and tell me, and I'll apologize to you personally, but I will not apologize for the ridiculous ass name of the place that you live. So, you picked up a book in Occoquan.
I picked this up, and it's called Advanced witchcraft, which I was like, is there one before this to get to advanced witchcraft? But
Do
apparently
you
not.
have amateur witchcraft?
Yeah. Can I get witchcraft for dummies?
You need level 1.
He just seems like a level 12 book.
Right. It was very,
So it was using words like you didn't know and stuff
I
like
knew
that.
all the words.
Oh, okay.
I knew all the words. It was not advanced at all. It was novice level shit
They gave it a fancy word.
Yeah.
They gave it a fancy name, yeah.
to draw in, and it did. I fucking bought it.
So there you go. It did its job.
It did its job. But what it didn't do was be accurate.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. So,
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Bang, bang.
in Wicca, I'm about to draw y'all a diagram like y'all can see.
Oh, please.
Paint me a picture.
So,
Paint me
a
a
good
mountain here.
Wiccan,
Okay.
or a good witch in general, because
We'll post this diagram to the Instagram
This
as well.
no here.
So that way
This picture we'll post the picture to the Instagram. once
yeah,
it's done.
absolutely. That way you
Okay.
guys can understand what we're talking about.
so Lip states, and this is very true.
Okay.
This is, you are a traditional witch, which goes along the lines of you have your coven, you follow sort of, it's what I would say where high magic lies, where the Enochian shit, the allusions to the Golden Dawn, all that shit that comes from.
Right.
Then you have your radical group, which is like your feminists, your ecologists, your general, all the ologists.
You know, I need to call my gyno next week. Remind me of that.
But you've got
As long as
all
his name isn't Gino.
Oh, God.
gynecologists.
You get it when you listen to the other episode.
Oh, I'm pumped. I'm ready for it. I need to. I was gonna do that earlier. Anyway, so you've got your radical ones, which are your super. You do witchy shit for the environment and for like human rights, people. Yay, good shit. And then there's your eclectic group, and that is where I fell under the most when I was doing Wicca.
Okay.
But all of these have very important ideologies. Like, you should be hyped up and trying to fight for the environment. You should be doing you. But then you should also at least try to find a group. I know from experience it is very hard to find a coven. It is very hard to find other witchy friends that aren't on the internet. And that's a dangerous place. Don't ever go on Tumblr.
Don't ever go on Tumblr. I feel like that's like the optimum place to find though. But you're finding some weird motherfuckers.
Yes.
Like
You
you're
get a lot
finding
of
you're
turfs.
finding the bitch from
Yes.
from the fucking vampire MTV thing.
Exactly.
Oh
That's
my
where
God.
you get fucking in TV vampires.
Right. So you consider yourself then an eclectic witch?
Absolutely.
Well, I'm glad, because eclectic is our word of the week.
The word of the week.
So your basic Webster's definition for eclectic, it derives ideas, styles, and tastes from a broad and diverse range of sources. Okay. But our Urban Dictionary definition,
Fucking perfect.
because you know,
We gotta get
that's
Urban Dictionary.
really
That's one
where
that we
we
care
get
about.
this.
That's one that we care about.
Yeah, that's what we really care about. It's an adjective used by oh shit, let me try that again. It's an adjective used by artsy liberal journalist types to describe just about every album ever produced.
Oh my God.
It's true.
The record is particularly eclectic, quote unquote, if the tracks vary between criticizing the world's power structures, commiserating yucky girls, and talking about all the randomness that life makes ever so worth living. In other words, about giving credence to incoherence.
So it'd be like if Taylor Swift and Rage Against the Machine made a collab album.
It would be very
It's
eclectic.
talking about the downfall of society, but also talking about how cute her shoes are.
Right, and I'm really into this band that you've never heard of, so I'm not even going to bring it up.
No, please
But-
do.
No, it's okay, because you've just never heard of them. They're
Okay.
super eclectic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
It's
I didn't know you were doing a bit right there, and I was fully anticipating you showing me a new band. I got really excited. I was
Got
like,
you.
oh shit, we got another band. Y'all know how I feel about getting a new band. I fucking love that shit.
Him getting a new band is like you or I getting new makeup.
Oh my God, it is my favorite thing.
Except his is way cheaper.
Way cheaper. I just have a Spotify subscription.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you consider yourself eclectic.
Oh yeah, you need to be every single one to
Is she
be
a good
good.
witch or a bad witch? She's a good witch. I like that. Okay. We have to make some type of pun from what's that fucking movie? I just said
The
it.
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz. I don't know why I couldn't think of that name. We gotta make a pun on the comment or the.
Well, let's keep the pun train rolling then. What are those horrible stereotypes that you get when you're like, oh, I'm a practicing witch, or I'm an eclectic, or whatever. I really love that phrase, though. I love the idea
love
of
eclectic.
being
It's such a fun word.
in an it is a fun word in general.
Did y'all talk about it? Like, talk about what that word means to you as I was doing something else?
No, we did the dictionary.
We did the dictionary.
Okay, well, I understand that, but like...
No, she gave the definition of it.
Okay.
But I just love that that's a thing. Like, that can be socially acceptable now for you to just be like, it's that stereotypical white girl. I'm not religious, I'm spiritual.
Exactly.
But it's a thing, and it's cool because you can take in these bits and pieces from other religions and kind of make your own thing. Like you were talking about with the whole Judaism thing of just keep checking and wondering and asking questions and then casting spells on people. Like, whatever.
It's so chill.
Yeah.
And I do want to get into that because we talked about it before the podcast. How does that work? Because we see, like, all this corny shit you see on TV all the way from Sabrina the Teenage Witch
so give us, like, the stereotypical stuff that people give you and then, like, give us what actually happens with it. So you got, like, your spell casting.
So, stereotypical stuff, going back off of Sabrina, which I fucking loved as a kid.
I liked that show as a kid,
Hell
too.
yeah.
I had to watch it behind my parents' back because they heard the word witch and they were like, not in my house.
Okay, well, let's be for real, though. Salem the cat was the best part.
Salem the cat
Oh,
was
yeah,
the
no
best
question.
part.
Yeah.
I mean,
No question.
where do you think we got our comedy from? Let's
Cat?
be real here.
He made us who we are.
Yeah, come on. Sarcastic as shit.
I'm wearing pantaloons. You're embarrassed? Sorry, that's a running on meme right now for those of you who didn't get
Oh,
that.
that's great.
So, you know how you flick your whip, or with Samantha, she wiggles her nose.
Yeah.
Like, we don't get to do that. It
Of
would be
course not.
fun as fuck
Oh, yeah.
and easy.
Do you know how many times I would sit in my bedroom as a kid and be like, I just wish I could nod my head and be in school?
Exactly.
Some Matilda shit.
Yeah.
Start making the doors dance and shit. I like how that Matilda challenge was like, the Matilda challenge is starting, and it was the same video over and over and over. It wasn't the Kiki challenge, it was the Matilda challenge. The dude, like, drinks, he, like, is drinking ice soup. Like, he takes, like, a sip of clear liquid out of a spoon and just starts going. It's not a challenge if you're the only one that does it. You're just a lame dude that did a video. You didn't start a trend. Stop it.
He tried.
But it was a good video.
It was a cool little video, but
it
he
was
had
not a
like,
trend.
He had like, what, like 8 of his buddies in that house?
Yeah.
Like, they just got done with a bomb-ass party, and they're like, let's do some dumb shit, man. And they're like,
All right, now, Jerry, you close the door.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna point at
Make
you.
the door about, son of a bitch, man, you're supposed to wiggle that rug.
So your homies have to wiggle your rug.
My
Yeah.
homies have to
Ugh.
wiggle my rug.
That sounds dirty as shit.
My homies would gladly wiggle my rug, I'm sure.
Ooh.
Hey.
Okay.
It's that
So-
lipstick, though.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch, you don't get to wiggle your nose or
I don't
flick
get
your
to
finger.
do cool fantasy shit.
No,
I
we
wish I
don't.
could, because all you hoes would just be gone.
Boats and hoes.
Done.
Y'all be seeing me on some island somewhere, fuck y'all.
Just blink
Yeah.
and just gone.
Gone. Then I'm stuck on an island.
Ah, fuck, I
Because you
forgot.
can't get back. We learned that from Sabrina. That's the moment you lose your powers, doing some
Man.
dumb shit like that.
Exactly.
Do you remember the unlimited credit card episode? Where she had the witch credit card?
Son of a bitch, yes!
And all she had to do was hold it and, like, want something, and she just wished for it, and she
Oh, yeah.
got it. So it was, like, all of these clothes, this brand new car, and all of that, and then she got spoiled rotten, quote-unquote, and her feet started rotting, and, yeah.
Okay.
It was super
Don't
cheesy.
remember that episode.
But ever since then, that's all I've ever wanted in life.
There's a witch credit card.
It's a witch
It's a
credit
witch
card.
credit card. The feet are replaceable. Fuck it.
Yeah,
I'll get prosthetics, bitch.
yeah,
Let me get that Maserati.
yeah. Well, in my head, I was always
I
like,
don't need to walk if I have this dope ass car and that Segway. No, thank you. I will hover like Stephen Hawking. I want a witch credit card.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was a horrible rendition. Of
That was terrible.
I had to do my face all up. He's got that underbite.
He got that Bobby look. Y'all don't know my dog, but he's got an underbite. But yeah, actually, it's a lot like the witch credit card.
Yeah.
So we can't wiggle our toes or, you know, whatever the fuck.
We're not folding and...
Yeah, we're not genieing it up.
Yeah.
We're not Charmed Sisters, whatever the hell they did.
You know they're doing another show of Charmed.
Coming out with a new one.
The first one was not great. Fight me, everyone.
We are here.
No.
I am with you.
Hey, the most
it
mystical-
was good for the first season, and then they got rid of Homegirl and killed her off, and then somehow we got another sister, and it went down the turtle spiral. Like, no.
Y'all lost me.
No.
I watched that as a kid and I fucking loved it.
Me
and I
too.
went back as an adult and I was like, this is shit.
Oh my God.
Oh my god, the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh, and the writing is just terrible. That show is a perfect example of them taking Wiccan beliefs and practices and blowing it up. Oh my God.
Of course.
Both literally and metaphorically. There were so
Exactly.
many explosions in that show.
Really?
It was insane.
And they had like legit supernatural powers. So like one could freeze people, one could see into
time,
the
yeah.
future.
I forget
So
what
they're like
the
X-Men.
She made things move with her head. Telekinesis.
Yes.
I get telekinesis and telepathy all jacked up. Or telepathy, whatever.
How?
I know what they are, but I get the words switched around.
That's fair. They're both T words.
I feel like
It's that white impression.
You're talking to me like I'm real dumb right now. Look, I know my comic books, okay?
Sit there and be pretty, okay?
Okay.
Okay. It's the big quiet hour.
Yeah, it's the big quiet hour. So,
So what do you do?
The belief and then the actuality of it is
Oh, plug in the name.
Belief in actuality. Chung chung.
So like right now we have a candle lit up.
Right.
And it is an old ritual candle that I have used.
Looks dope and creepy all at the same time.
It is
It's pretty
legit.
Cool. I like the floral pattern around the base and everything. It's
It
pretty
is
cool.
very much a love candle.
Yes. Everything about this screen.
And it's
someone loved
red,
me.
which is fitting. We might need to get a picture of it.
Do it. Fucking
Well, and
ambiance that
well,
shit.
and that's another thing too, that certain colored candles represent certain things too.
Absolutely. In reality, there is a lot of different things you could do to cast spells. Like, I do candle magic. I do incense stuff. A lot of divination can come from candle magic. Like, it is a wormhole, and I love it.
Yeah.
It is so fun learning about this shit. This shit, that's not sacrilegious.
No, not even a little
Not
bit.
even a little bit.
Trying to get a good angle.
Do you want me to get it in, like...
No, you're good.
Okay.
So are there specific candles for certain? Like, I know what you were talking about, but does it have to be a red candle to be a love candle? Does it have to be a green candle to be a certain?
It gives it that extra oomph.
Okay,
So you could use a white candle.
gotcha.
Honestly,
Boring as shit.
none of the... Yeah. White stands for whatever you need it to.
Gotcha.
But...
And
It's like
that's
that mystery flavor of
more-
Airheads.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What is that? What is that? White trash. That's what that
That's
is.
the last batch they did and the pre-ness to the new batch.
Exactly.
That's what
Yeah.
that is. But, so the white candle was because originally it was hard to dye candles,
Exactly.
right? So, yeah.
It was very pricey.
I'm sure. And use like blueberries and shit to get a blue candle. You can just make indigo.
Yeah, you couldn't just fucking, pull that shit out of your ass.
I don't know
Like-
what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
No, you're right. You
Yeah.
could crush berries, like however they would dye in clothes.
Yeah, that's how they
That's
dye
how they did
candles.
candles, yeah.
Oh, what is it? So, like, but the objects don't matter. And that's what I'll tell a lot of people coming to me like, oh, hey, do I need an altar that looks like this that they'll see on Pinterest? And I'll be like, no, bitch. Let me tell you, this doesn't mean anything unless you're making it mean something.
Right.
So you're using your energy, your personal power, and this is just icing on the cake. This is just that little push. All those oils I used, all those herbs that burned up in that, it ain't shit unless you got it.
You could witch on a budget if you
You
didn't
could
have all
witch on
that shit.
absolutely. I go to fucking that's from Dollar General.
Perfect.
So yeah, let's talk about this for a second. So Aimee has you're starting your own little business, right? Doing bath products and lotions and that kind of thing that are all natural, organic, and have a little bit of a Wiccan touch to it. So they're powerful in a sense, again, as long as you're bringing your energy forward to use them. But she has brought me a milk bath.
Yep.
Thank you. I was going to get that backwards.
Bath milk.
Yeah, bath.
Just something you sip while in the tub. I'll have a nice tall glass of milk in my bath.
It's like toilet wine, but
Not quite.
Not as good.
Why does this taste like Paris?
It's delicious. But she has brought me this to try, obviously, and I am super excited because it does have...
It looks like garlic powder.
It does kind of look like garlic powder.
does.
So
It looks
can
like
we
garlic
talk
powder.
about what's in it? Or
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So I
Garlic
will
powder,
not go.
chickpeas. It smells good as fuck.
It does. It smells like...
Like Earthbound.
I
No,
love that.
No.
That's so much.
Well, and
Okay.
it does-
I didn't
it
want to be
has-
like, you asshole.
Yeah, no, like, and it does kind of, it has that
That's the Nike
stereotypical
of Wicca.
smell. The Nike of Wicca.
You son of a bitch.
It does have that super, like, earthy smell to it, but it's also very
But not
clean
gross
and
earthy.
calming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
very
like a
cool.
gross, earthy
I can
kind
smell
of
it from
smell.
here and it's awesome.
I know, that's
It
what I
smells
was thinking. I just want to
really
leave it
good.
open.
I know, it's great.
It smells awesome.
So what I do is I have products already in Terra Blue under the name La Petite Sorcerie, the Little Witch.
Fancy.
And
So it's at Terra Blue in downtown Greensboro.
absolutely, South Elm, 518.
Okay, perfect.
But
518 South Elm.
518 South
Terra
Elm.
Terra Blue.
So in the jar,
That wasn't a shameless plug at all.
hey y'all, go see my girl Sarah.
Terra Blue. Meet Sarah at Terra Blue.
So this one is a special one that I made, especially for Paris to test out, because I have milk baths and purification salts and all sorts of other stuff there. But this one is the first one that I've put actual Epsom salts into, so that you can soak and it'll do good for your skin.
She loves her some Epsom salt.
I do
Oh.
love me some Epsom salt.
You got
Because
it.
as we all know, I am the anxious, so anything that will calm my ass down
It's much better.
is...
It helps tremendously.
It really does, and you and I have had this conversation off mic too. Is any herbalistic thing that can help me that isn't, an antidepressant or alcohol or anything overly crazy, I am all down to try.
Absolutely.
All natural, all whatever it may be.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
perfect.
I have found aromatherapy works wonders for myself. When I'm going through depression or I got a little bit of PTSD, I'll sniff something and be like, we're good.
Yeah.
We're good. Shake the bracelets around, we're good.
Right. Let
So
your beads
goes
heal you.
Matilda.
Let me bring that back full circle. Thank you.
Yep.
But yeah, and then I threw some herbs in there just to spice it up, make it look pretty.
Made it look sexy.
Also,
Absolutely.
does each thing represent something, or is it just like? Because I know she said it can have some witch properties in it, but like you said, there's Epsom salt, but are there things connected to like the herbs that you put in them, or is it just something that okay?
Absolutely. So the herbs I chose because they'll look pretty.
Right.
But also,
But those herbs would actually be really good in like love spells.
Okay.
The oils I used do not match up with that at all. The oils I used were an amber, a ginger, sandalwood, which is a general like protection spiritual, and then nag champa, which is a very spiritual and I think smells fucking amazing.
it smells delicious. And I'm very weird about smells. And this is
Yes. Yeah.
something that, like, and as it's sitting here open, it's not bothering me at all.
Not
It's
at
very,
all.
it's calming. It's a very calming smell to it. So that's super cool. I can't wait to try it.
I can't wait for you to try it either. I'm
What-
pumped.
What herbs did you put in it?
I put in jasmine and chamomile.
Okay.
So the chamomile was the alternative to lavender.
She loves her some chamomile
I do.
for sure.
All the chamomile
Well,
tea.
shit, there's that intuitive. Look at
Yeah,
that.
no,
Look at
seriously.
you. Oh, shit.
Okay, so with back to the intuitive thing.
Absolutely.
I know we talked about it with it being empath, like similar to empath in a sense. When you got that reading, what exactly did that mean for you?
So, a lot of my friends are intuitive readers.
Okay.
So what they'll do is it's like being a detective.
Okay.
They'll pick up a scent and then we'll run through it. So, for example, the reading I got, she gave me the High Priestess. And I was like, well, that's fucking me. The High Priestess is one who is very logical. You can't get bogged down too much. It's a time to reflect, to think, to plan out. And I was like, damn, B, that's what I really need to be doing instead of all this uppity air shit that I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So she pulls that, and then I was like, this is really fucking cool. So the next day I went and got another reading, another intuitive, and she pulls the same fucking cards. Like, I was so shook.
And these are tarot cards, right?
Yeah, this is a tarot reading at Eclectic by Nature. And as soon as she fucking pulled the High Priestess, my face dropped. She was like, why are you freaking out? And I was like, bitch, listen.
Just finish and then we'll talk.
Oh my god. But it was so great. So,
So stereotypical question, do you read tarot?
I do. I'm shit at it because I don't do it often.
Okay.
But I
What
have a
makes you
couple
good
decks.
and not good at it?
Practice. Yeah. Knowing the cards, getting your energy onto the cards.
Okay.
And then, so like, if I were to give Paris a reading right now and pulled out a goddess, oh shit, what's that face?
Yeah, no, she has cards. So.
I collect decks.
Oh, okay.
And I have it's called the Gypsy Witch deck, and I
Okay.
don't like the name, but it will snatch your wig in a heartbeat.
Okay.
It will tell you all about yourself, no holds barred.
Right.
I was like, damn, bitch. Like, I did
So-
one.
She roughly explained it to me the first time that she showed me hers. Mm-hmm. But what exactly is it used for other than... Because you get the whole thing with the psychic readings and all this shit, and then they add tarot cards into it. Mm-hmm. What exactly is it supposed to do for you, just as whether it's with your faith or just with you as a person? Because I've never truly gotten one. Mm-hmm. It's not something that I really believe in, and not something I would necessarily explore. So what does it do exactly?
So,
I'm very naive to this.
no, history lesson. This is
Okay,
exciting. This
go
is my
for it.
degree.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
Back in the Victorian era, seances, tarot readings, all that sort of metaphysical stuff started to become mainstream because it was weird, and I don't know why else a highly Christian society would dabble in those sort of things.
Okay.
This is also the time when the Golden Dawn is getting its start.
Gotcha.
In the very late Victorian period. Oh my god, they're so precious! Oh shit!
You don't have to do it now, we'll do it later.
Okay, because I fucking suck. I have been trying to learn the Celtic cross. I will get back to you.
Speaking of Celtic,
I know, this is
got
a
the
huge
knot.
symbol for, I have a triquetra
I don't know
necklace
what that
I
means,
wear.
but okay.
It's what
I
that is.
pulled that
Oh,
mug
okay.
out specifically too.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, HOA, or House of Akashta, is a Celtic reconstructionist
Hey, you
group.
work at an HOA.
Yeah, I know. And so when we sat down and we started talking about this originally, she had showed me some of her stuff for her coven, and that had come up.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, see, an HOA to me is something completely different. She goes, I know it was for me too.
It's very funny. Our elder would sit there and be like, HOA, and I'd be like, Homeowners Association.
Wait.
Where?
No, they're gonna write me a letter.
It'll be passive aggressive.
They are. They're all so passive aggressive. I love it when people ask me what I do all day because that's what I say. I just write hate mail.
Yep,
That's all I do.
for sure.
Just hate mail.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
It is.
So,
Please send me your hate mail, guys.
yeah, what
The
about...
big and the anxious
Yeah,
at
the big...
gmail.com.
At Gmail. So the Celtic cross you're trying to learn for...
For tarot, it is a spread.
Okay.
So, like, it's you, I believe, the problem or what you need to address, doot, and then 4 cards on the side, and these cards, they all mean different things, and clearly you can tell I suck because I only know about like one.
So,
Yeah.
but when you're talking about, see, and when you said that you need to practice at it, I was confused because I was like, it's just laying out cards, right? But you're talking about doing it in a certain pattern,
Yes.
Yeah.
and the deck's supposed to, like, in the position in which you have the cards and where the cards are in orientation when you flip them over, is where you find out what the, like, all,
Right.
what the answer you're trying to find or whatever the reading ends up showing you.
So, and every time I've gotten one done, it's always been a past, present, future setup. So it's only been 3 cards. It's never been a...
That's what I'm good at.
Yeah. Well, then there you go.
Yeah.
It's simple as fuck.
Yeah.
But a lot of mediums or tarot readers, they'll tweak their readings. Like,
Right.
I got a 3-1 done, and then she started flipping more cards, and then I was like, what is happening?
Yeah. She's like, let's just see what happens. Like, we're feeling energy.
What do you mean what happened? I don't
Yeah.
know what to do.
She reminded me a lot of you.
Oh.
Actually.
I'm scared.
And, like, I saw her, and I was like, that's who I'm getting a reading with. I didn't know her. I only had a name. And I was like, that's my bitch.
And that's your empathicness right there.
That's the
finest.
intuitiveness coming through. And I was like, because she was the one who told me I was an intuitive. And I was like, damn, bitch, we're best friends already. And she was like, are we?
Right. Okay.
Oh,
And then we
I'm
did the
confused.
reading.
I don't make many friends.
Yeah. I read tarot cards all day. Not many people like me.
We did the reading, and she's like, now I can see why we're friends. And I was like, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, there you
Yes,
go.
bitch.
Yes. Thank you.
She reminded me a lot of you. She's Middle Eastern. She's very
I'm
spunky.
so white though.
I know, but
I love it. She reminds me of you. She's Middle Eastern.
she
Wait a
had
minute.
the
wait a
olive skin, the same nose and features.
Oh, okay.
I could not tell she was Middle Eastern.
Oh,
so
she's
she
one of
looked-
those.
Yeah. She looked Mediterranean. But
Yeah.
She was,
Yeah.
yeah.
She
I got
was
She
you.
looked like my
Beautiful.
Irish ass.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
beautiful. She had the big floofy hair. Oh my god, she was a treat.
She looked like a witch would look.
Yeah.
She's got that whole vibe going without going too gothic with it.
Right.
Because that's the big misconception that I see all the time too. Like I see you wearing the is that
pentacle.
just a oh, it's a pentacle. Okay.
Yeah.
So
So-
it's not a straight up pentagram.
No, a pentagram is
Just
the
the
star without. Yeah. The star.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what does the I guess the circle crescent thing around it mean?
So the crescent is just for the moon, but
Okay.
where's the pen?
Learn me something.
I am a teacher.
Today we are teaching. Here, let me give you your page.
I can
back.
try
I mean,
on this.
that was
No,
my
it's okay.
whole thing
Because
with
here's
this.
what
was
we'll
like,
do
I
is
want-
we'll
Okay.
post this page.
Yeah.
Let me add that. And then so
A boot.
there's your pentacle, or not pentacle, your pentagram.
Pentagram, straight up star.
And it's just a protection thing.
Really?
So when you add, oh yeah, I got into a Facebook fight over.
Was it with a Satanist?
No, it was with a Christian.
I was gonna say it's some middle-aged white woman
Yeah,
who thinks that anything that involves the star is the devil.
Yep.
Yeah. Because they see it upside down, just like the upside down cross.
Yeah.
People freak the fuck out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So this is just protection, and then the circle of life cycles. It's just
Okay. And so what would the crescent moon represent?
the crescent moon, just the moon.
Just the moon. Just
Depending on which crescent it is the phase and what sort of workings you could do.
mm-hmm.
If it's waning, it would be a time to like repel stuff, but no, wait. Yeah, no. If it's waxing, it's the time to repel stuff. And if it's waning, it's the time to bring stuff to you.
Gotcha. Okay. And so what's the other pendant you're wearing?
The other one, this is the goddess of witchcraft, Hecate, or Hecate. She's Greek. And
I would have never guessed.
a lot of people don't. I have met genuine people who don't know the Greek pantheon, and I'm like, but that's all we learned in like fucking public school is
Yeah.
the Greek shit.
Well, I've genuinely never heard of that. You hear about Zeus and Poseidon and all
Yeah.
those guys. They don't
They've
bring never got
Hecate.
super in depth with like the goddess of not mischief or the goddess of witchcraft or whatever.
Prettiness.
Yeah.
You get pretty, lore.
There's the goddess of the god of drunkenness and
Dionysus.
Yep,
Yeah.
Dionysus.
There's Athena with her wisdom. Athena's one of mine too. But Hecate came to me last year actually, and when I was doing the ritual for whomever.
From the candle.
Yeah, from the candle. She appeared in a dream and then in a feeling.
Okay.
And that's a whole different, like, you're gonna vibe with different gods and goddesses
Yeah.
however they come to you.
Mm-hmm.
Be that an animal, For me, it was dogs, because her thing is like black dogs.
Okay.
And so when I started seeing the guy that I ended up getting with, he had a black dog, and I was like,
Wait a minute.
Interesting.
okay.
Okay, so let's talk about that then, the animal
Okay.
association.
Okay, yeah.
I
So,
would love to find out about that.
yeah.
This
So
is
in
so
this-
fun.
in this-
Because we were talking about this, and I kind of understood what we were talking about, because we've always made the association that our cat is her in cat form, and vice versa.
Kitty,
Yeah.
Kitty is my familiar. So,
Yeah, so-
yes, my cat's name is Cat. Don't judge me.
Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Not very original in this house.
nope.
Nope. Our dog's name is Bubba.
Spoken like a true white man from the south.
That was all me.
He's too cute to be
And
Bubba.
he's dumb as a box of rocks. but
That's
we
why
love
he's
him.
Bubba.
That's Bubba.
But,
Yeah, okay.
but we love him. Yeah, he's selling shrimp up and down the East Coast.
Yes, he is.
Shrimp
Yes, he
soup, shrimp
Shrimp.
burgers. But and then we got
shrimp.
then we got Frank, which y'all
Gumbo.
saw on Instagram.
That's, yeah.
He's the one with aspirations and is now Amy's boyfriend.
Can we talk about the fact though? He is not a very social creature.
He's
but
not.
You came in and he was like, "What's up?"
It took him months to get near me.
Yeah,
Like-
and you lived here.
Yeah, I was just saying, let's be real here. Come on now.
And she walks in the door and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna
What's
hang out
up?
at the table."
Hey,
yeah.
how you doing?
Yeah.
What up, cuz? How you doing, mama? Let me get your
little
number.
mama, yeah.
Let me get your number. Feel my fur. I'm soft. You like me?
If I spoke French, I'd say, "Yo, which name?"
Yeah. That's
And pluck.
right. And fur.
Oh my god. If I was French, I'd say my witch name too. That's a struggle.
So now, how do you find the
So,
your
yeah.
animal familiar? Like,
So, when back again, I was a freshman in college. It was second semester.
oh shit,
Yeah. Whew.
gets intense
Yes, it does.
after the midterm.
That's how you know. Your first one is like, "Woo, I'm gonna get drunk with frat boys and fuck." And the second one, you're like, "I really need to pass so I don't get kicked out of here."
Yep. I'm running on straight C's right now. And it's
Hashtag community college.
Yeah.
What up?
Oh my god.
So second semester of
Second
freshman
semester,
year.
freshman year. It was the cold months. It was January.
Lovely.
And
It was the winter solstice.
it was the winters. They were so frigid.
Oh my god.
The cold
It was
months.
cold in the yellow wood.
Yeah. It's the cold months. Like, okay. You
That
could have
was-
just said January.
That was a great way to
You
start
extra
your
bitch.
setting. That was great. That was so extra. I salivated. That
There was a light frost on everything.
was lovely.
It was at that moment that I realized I had fucked boy too hard.
Oh Lord.
I had. But I was wanting a cat really bad. Like, this has never in my life, like, I needed a cat.
Right.
Okay.
So I was on Craigslist, like, hey, what up, free animals?
Trying to find a discount cat.
I was a college
dad-
student.
Fingers crossed for a black one.
My dad always had this logic that, like, you would buy a dog, but you wouldn't buy a cat. You find a cat. And, like, we were sitting there one time, and, like, my cat had just died or something. I was like, can we go get a cat from the pound? And he was like, no, we're gonna find one in, like, 2 months. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll
Okay.
show
It'll just
up.
come up, yep.
So you don't pay for cats, they come.
And
you
now,
free 'em.
and now every time she sees a stray cat, she goes, "Let's take him home." I was like, Frank would not handle that.
No, Frank would not fuck with another animal in this house.
Nah.
I saw 2 strays when we were driving over here. And I was
Yeah,
like,
there's a
"Ooh."
lot around here.
There are.
It's like the
That's how I ended up with poison ivy on my foot, because somebody thought it was their cat that got out of their apartment. And turns out it was just some stray.
yeah, the cat
There-
was in the house the whole time.
On the kitchen table.
God. It is so fun to play with wax.
I know. And
So-
it's like all over my table now.
Freshman year, thoughting it out. That's fine. I'm on Craigslist, and I really want a cat. I'm lonely. Like, it's
Spoken like a true
Cat lady.
cat lady. You are my soulmate.
We are. Paris. We have always been.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So I was lonely. My engagement, the first one, had just ended. My birthday was coming up. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a shitty year, blah blah blah. So I'm on Craigslist and I see this kitten. And
We named him Bartholomew. No, we didn't. Just kidding. Anyway.
His name is Damien.
Perfect.
So
We named him Benjamin Franklin. Don't do it. No, don't do it.
He was supposed to be a package deal, but I couldn't take care of the other cat. I was pushing it
Yeah.
with the one in my dorm room because this was right before that huge like winter everything like hell froze over.
Yep, that winter apocalypse we had.
Yeah,
was
exactly.
dope.
It was awesome.
horrible.
So this was a couple days beforehand, and I messaged the lady on Craigslist. I was like, "Give me a cat."
Give it to me now.
Yeah,
Right.
I want him. He's
I want
mine.
your cat.
My roommate was this sorority girl who was not in a sorority. Like, she was very much one of the pretty girls in high school.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Who
I
didn't
loved
quite
her
grow
to
up.
pieces. Oh my god.
They need to do an eHarmony for that shit because my roommate was super weird too. Like legitimately.
So we need. All right, I found our next business
we're doing
endeavor
eHarmony for
college kids.
For college kids.
Yeah.
And then we just have the.
Oh wait, they
college-
have one. It's called Tinder.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
shit, I hate
But no,
Tinder.
we have the colleges.
We all do.
We have the colleges pay us, and we bring in our service. we call it D-Harmony for dorm rooms.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, and then we just have them come
You
in.
realize if we call it D Harmony, everybody's gonna be like, Dick Harmony? What?
We're getting that D.
Yeah. I'm on the D.
Give her harmony with that dick. Like,
Shh, don't tell your chancellor. But
oh
yes.
my god.
Anyway, so you said give me this cat.
So her, yeah.
Give me this cat. So I'm going out. Anna, my roommate at the time, would bring her dog to the dorm, so I knew, like, okay, well, this is not going to be a big deal.
What
Yeah.
in the world? We were not allowed animals.
No.
at
We
my
weren't
college.
allowed either, but we were the fucking party dorm. Minden Hall. We
Gotta bleep that one out too. No, just kidding. We can keep that one, I think.
What up, yo?
I think my college had a Mendenhall.
Yeah, every college
That's
has
like a Martin
Mendenhall.
Luther King.
Dry.
Yeah. They're all at every college.
They're all Minden Halls.
Anyway, I think I had a Mendenhall in my high school.
Yeah, we had like several, like,
Yeah.
all sorts of gravestones. They're all Minden Halls.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. No wonder where you came a witch.
It's full circle. It always is.
Circle.
So, I emailed the chick. She was like, "This is a girl." That was a lie. He's so fluffy, you can't see anything under that fuzz.
Yeah.
I'm not searching either.
No, I was happy at that.
Them front claws are coming in for real face snatches if you're grabbing his balls. Like, you just hear, "Meow," and then your face looks like Wolverine attacks you. What happened? You in a bar fight? No, I touched my cat's nuts. Like,
Jesus Christ. Oh my god. So we get the dog carrier, which is 2 of me's. It's
Yeah.
huge. And she has a small ass dog. So I'm like, bitch, what are you doing? So I get Jake to carry the thing while I'm running, and she sends us to the wrong place. So we're running all around campus. And when we finally get this cat, it's this big. It is a fluffy black cat. I didn't even mean to get a black cat.
she didn't have a photo. She just said cat.
She had photos, and all I saw
Wow.
was like a blur of fluff,
Right.
and it was black. And he's got a little like brown poof on his little breast, and I was like, "This is my babe."
This is mine.
So we put him in the thing. It's snowing hard as fuck by now. We had no idea we were having an impending snowstorm.
Right. Which for here is like 10 inches.
Yeah.
Like, this is not northern
Yeah.
level type shit where they gotta fucking make tunnels so cars can get through.
No, but for
south,
this-
for the south, 10 inches shuts down everything.
I was
The
gonna say-
government
1
doesn't
inch
go to
shuts
work.
it down.
Yeah. That snowstorm in particular
It was
shut the
awful.
entire area down
Oh,
for
yeah.
a solid week.
Yeah.
And that was the week that I went to South Carolina.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
South Carolina.
Oh, God.
So I missed most of it, but that
Must be
weekend
nice.
in particular, that weekend in particular, I had to go to the mountains for a family thing.
Oh, shit. It was bad in the mountains.
No, it was better because they know how to handle it.
That's true. They had Jeeps and shit up
Yeah.
there.
Shit out.
They got,
Yeah.
even the lesbians have extra big Subarus.
Yep.
It's perfect.
Well, it's just a bunch of little old people. They all own Subarus.
Yeah.
So you have this giant cat in snow.
So now it's getting bad. We're one end of campus. I'm in the middle of campus. So I'm running ahead in the snow, not even prepared. I'm in Ugg boots and like yoga pants and like a tank top. So
What?
we're just
No.
running back.
My nipples could cut glass right now, but I get this damn cat.
He was so worth it. We got snowed in, iced and everything.
I sacrificed for you. You eat your damn food.
Eat that kibble and bit.
I didn't even have cat food.
Oh, shit.
I had Vienna sausages. Like, I thought...
No, it'll be fine. It's like tuna.
Yeah.
Kind of.
He ate the fuck out of this small ass cat would eat whole ass cans, and I was like, where is this going?
Yeah.
And where is it coming out? Because he did not, for one, poop anywhere in that dorm room.
You don't think.
Yeah.
We moved out, we looked everywhere. Like,
Oh,
there was
God.
no shit anywhere.
That is the worst game of hide and seek.
Ever. Oh. So do we still have the cat?
We still have truffles.
Okay.
Truffles.
Truffles.
Because
truffles.
it was so hard to get. He's
Yeah.
black. That's fucking and brown. That's fucking perfect.
Oh my god. Because, yeah, that's what I let my roommate name it. Because she was being
I
a good
wouldn't
sport.
Yeah.
You know what, Stephanie? Fuck you. That's my
She
cat.
let me use the dog carrier. I was like, you know what? You help me name him. I can't think of anything good. So Truffles it was.
Truffle. That's not a
Okay.
terrible name.
No,
That's
it's not. It
pretty
could be
solid
worse.
It could be.
name. Yeah.
For a female cat that we thought was a female.
Well,
Yeah.
Truffle's a very
Masculine name.
well, it's not a very. It's a very ambiguous name as far as male or female.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you name it like Steve or something, and end up being a girl cat.
Fucking
We're gonna
perfect.
call her Stephanie now.
Yeah.
Dave.
Daphne.
Daphne. Yeah.
So Truffles is your familiar then?
Truffles is my familiar. He's my first one.
Now, did you know that
I did
getting
not.
him, or it just happened that way?
It just happened.
Okay.
So how did that progress?
When we first got him, he didn't talk to anyone. He stayed under my dorm bed. He would not come out for shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I would open a can of weenies and just sort of like reach under, give it to him, go back to whatever the hell I was doing, probably papers or some shit.
Right.
Tinder.
And then one day, because Anna left during that. She was in Wilmington.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just me and the cat in the dorm. And one day I was laying there on my phone, doing nothing. He comes out and if this is okay. No, that's disrespectful. If this is the door, there's a hallway, and then right here is the window. My bed is here, and then the rest of the room is like over here.
Yeah.
So my fridge was right here, and we used it for everything, especially Yoo-hoo.
No.
Yep.
Not beer. Yoo-hoo.
Beer and Yoo-hoo.
Yep, absolutely. So he comes out and he sits at the fucking, like, this far away and is, like, looking up at me, and I'm like, hey, bud.
What are we doing?
What are we doing? What do you need? I gave you food. What do you need? Water? No, you're fucking good. What is this? And he meows at me. And I was like, are we best friends now? Is this my friend?
Yeah.
And so yeah, I
We
take
just have a moment.
We did.
Oh my god.
He is the Seth Rogen to my James Franco, and
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
I love him so much. He came up and he was like trying to like rub up and get pets, and I was like, ugh. It was like when you become a proud mama.
That's when you realized you were allergic to cats. Ah, shit.
And then my face swole and the doctor shut down because there's 12 inches of snow outside.
Oh, and then Thor, he is a different sort of
Something.
energy. He is a mama's boy. Like, Truffles will come and cuddle, and he'll get on my tummy, and we'll chill out. But Thor will come and cuddle and, like, be in my fucking business all the
Yes.
time.
Yeah,
I love him
yeah.
so much, but...
When it's quiet here, Kitty will do that. Kitty's the same way. Frank is...
It has to be quiet though.
It
'cause
does.
She usually spends the majority of the time under the bed.
Yeah, and if it's, if, like you saw today when you got here, Frank and I usually, we have a moment on the couch, and once he's done, and he moves on, and we go about our evening. But because we were on the couch, it was the table.
Absolutely.
So he came up, got what he wanted, and then left.
Yep.
Like a good prostitute would.
Yeah.
It's very Truffles.
And so, and that's funny, because you're like, he'll be all up in my shit. That Kitty will sleep on my face. Yeah.
Yep.
Like...
I'll get up in the morning and you'll have her out like this, but she normally is taking up 3/4 of the bed.
White girl wasted look.
And then
Like...
Kitty's right here under her armpit.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is why I don't get any blanket. Ever. And she's like, give me the blanket. I'm like, the cat's taking the majority of the blanket.
No, the worst part is her like jerking, and I was like, you're moving the cat.
Like, well, I'm trying to sleep.
Go sleep on the couch.
The cat can sleep all day. I'm going to work in the morning.
Somebody's got to pay these bills.
Right? And, like, it doesn't have to be a cat. I had a dog familiar before all these fucking cats.
So what does it mean exactly to have a familiar? Just an animal that you connect with on a certain level? Okay.
It's very much like...
So it's not like
Back
fucking...
to Twilight
it's
imprinting.
Not, I was going to say, it's not like Harry... See, I don't know. So it's not like Harry Potter
It's
shit
a
where
deep-
like you have to find your... Like his was an owl and Ron's was a rat. It's not quite like that.
No, you don't just go to a store and buy something and go, okay, this
Yeah.
is my pet for the next 7 years.
It's one that you connected with and you were like, that's me in animal form, or that we connect on a certain level. Okay.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be your guides to a sort of higher being. So, like, the other day I made an Instagram post about spirit guides. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, y'all, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing? And then that night, I had a dream, and it was like Thor leading me to all these different things, and that's where I usually wear a bast pendant, Egyptian goddess of cats and magic and stuff. I usually wear that because from that dream on, I was like, okay, well, clearly I need to be doing something over here, but I'm all the fucking way over here. So I tried to get to that channel, focus it, and Thor was, whether he knows it or not, I don't know how that works.
He got it.
Yeah. On a spiritual level,
Okay.
I know that sounds fucking crazy. A lot of what I'm saying.
Look.
I've heard crazier.
Again, I grew up Pentecostal.
Yeah.
I saw a woman shake on the ground and speak in tongues while having some type of weird silk linen laid over her because that helped her get closer to Jesus. So, whatever you're saying, I did
If a
it.
cat can lead you to a happier you,
A silk sheet and speaking in tongues can lead a lady to Jesus. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
It can heal her of her her illness or whatever it may be.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah,
Ooh.
hey, drink your own Kool-Aid, whatever you gotta do.
But don't
Absolutely.
drink that Kool-Aid.
Don't drink that Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
That's some dangerous shit.
Know your Kool-Aid.
Know your Kool-Aid.
Know your Kool-Aid. Make sure it's your flavor too.
Yeah.
Mix flavors if you have to.
Yeah, I mean,
This is-
Absolutely.
this is starting to
it's
get some weird.
eclectic.
It's eclectic.
It's eclectic.
Eclectic as fuck.
Okay, so I think and really like the last thing that I have to ask you is like, like if you could tell the world anything about you or the craft or anything like that, what would it be?
Be careful.
Okay.
Be absolutely careful. Because your energy is not something to fuck with. And when you start trying to fuck with other people's energies, then things can clash. Spells go wrong all the time. As I said, I made this spell candle for a certain person. I got a completely better person.
Gotcha.
Things can go haywire. Certain spirits don't always have your best interest at heart. Mm-hmm. Just be careful. Know your stuff before you start dabbling like vampire girl over there.
That was fucking
That was
ridiculous.
great.
Oh my fucking Jesus.
Oh, well, thank you so much for being here.
Of course.
We really appreciate it.
Love you guys already.
Yes, that was definitely. I mean, I know this is only the second episode, but I've been looking forward to this all week.
Yes, we have.
And I was super stoked about it, and it's everything I wanted it to be.
So, guys, please follow Aimee on Instagram. It's Aimee C. Bryant. Aimee spelled A-I-M-E-E, not A-M-Y. Go ahead and get that point across.
Absolutely.
She's got a wonderful thing going this month because it's October. So she's doing all of the days of October for different parts of the craft and all of that.
It's like a giveaway for your spirit.
It is.
almost.
It's like a giveaway for knowledge. It's fantastic.
lessons.
It
Yeah,
is free
it's
lessons.
really cool.
I've learned a lot from it. I know Sean's dabbled a little bit into it.
Yeah, I mean it.
He's humored me a little bit.
Here's my thing on this, and we can end on this. Like I was talking about before, kind of with where I kind of got off on a tangent a bit. I grew up the way that I grew up, and going into and learning about other people's beliefs or other people's practices, it allows you to take your own beliefs into question. Mm-hmm. But as long as you still have the basis of that belief, it's okay to go and check out what's over on the other side of the fence. Mm-hmm. Because as long as you feel comfortable with that, and what could happen is you find out that maybe what you believed in your entire life, and it can be scary. What you believed your entire life, you could figure out, this was not for me the whole time. I was
somewhere else.
I was somewhere else. And now I've found but my point is, just don't shut yourself off from knowledge. Don't shut yourself off from beliefs. Find out what is for you, no question, and make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons. That you're not doing it for, I like to say, bad juju or for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
In every way possible, make sure that you're, again, like what Aimee said, practicing it for the right reasons, and you're getting all your information.
Practice safe magic.
Yeah!